We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise, in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us, while we wear the mask. We smile, but O great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile, beneath our feet, and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise, we wear the mask. We Wear the Mask by Paul Laurence Dunbar.
In a world of confusing and mysterious stuff, the one thing that we need to hold on to, and the one thing that we can know for sure is true, is that we are beloved children of God, and that God will find us where we are. One thing I think can go wrong for people who ascribe to this idea of the theology of glory is that you sort of lose a sense of vulnerability. When you feel like you're in control all the time, when you feel like you are in control of God and your life, you lose a sense of vulnerability and freedom to just be and to have this sort of childlike wonder and to experience the world anew, to see where God might come up in unexpected places. You might find this as you're getting older, you see that adults interacting with other adults don't really let their feelings show. Often people feel shy or reserved or feel like it might not be appropriate to share themselves fully. When people try to keep safe and avoid hurt by not being vulnerable, odd things happen. They show the world this face of happiness and being put together. But underneath the surface, there could be a lot of things going on. The truth is, my friends, is that it is a gift to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to share yourself, to be able to show yourself as you are. Just like the man in the story. The man in the story came up to Jesus, didn't hide his hand, but he showed Jesus his hand and said, I need help. It's okay to say that you need help. It's okay to talk about the times that you're struggling. Because it points to an authentic and real self, you living in a time where brokenness is coming at you in all angles, but that you have a spirit and a godness inside of you that knows the truth and that you are a child of God, that you are beloved and held and known and seen. Being vulnerable can be a way of getting in touch with this part in yourself that really wants to be seen. I don't know about you, my friends, but I find myself wearing a mask sometimes. When there's something going on inside under the surface that is maybe too painful to share, or maybe I feel like I can't share because I might be embarrassed, or I might not know how someone's going to respond to me. My friends, Jesus came into the world as this baby. He came out at the bottom of the rung. He was not accepted socially for a million reasons. He was not accepted in the temple because he pushed the limits on what it meant to be a person taking care of their community. One thing that Jesus did as he entered into the world as this unexpected suffering servant is that Jesus himself showed us what it means to be vulnerable. He got angry, he experienced grief, he experienced doubt. And that shows us, my friends, that it's way more than okay to experience these feelings, because Jesus did. Because even with this whirlwind, this tornado of brokenness and confusion and mystery swirling around us, we can always root ourselves in the truth that Jesus loves you. Jesus came to not only disrupt people's expectations, but to set up a new world for us in the way we relate to each other and love each other. This is what vulnerability has to do with it. Jesus came so that we might feel free to be fully ourselves. And when you can be fully yourself, you get even more in touch with who God made you to be. Jesus had in mind for us this new world, this new way of communicating and loving each other and showing ourselves to each other, where we can be fully ourselves and fully the people God made us to be. Thank you, my dear friends, for joining me for this devotion. And let's talk. Let's talk about who you can be yourself around. What does it take for you to be able to open up? All right, my friends, peace and love.